Next up then, so our next set of games before there's one more international break in November. Premier League, Man United at home, Brentford away, Villa at home.
And I think Eintracht Frankfurt.
City at home, yeah. And then in the Champions League, we've got 2 tough Champions League games. Frankfurt away, we got Madrid to come to Anfield as well. And then we got a Carabao Cup game against Crystal Palace. United at home. Paul, you got a season ticket at Anfield. Do you think that game, you've been going to Anfield for many, many years. Obviously, we know United is struggling at the moment. Does that game still have that edge? Does it still feel as big going to that game as it did, let's say, maybe 5, 10, 20 years ago?
Always, yeah. But Man United fans are going to hate me for saying this. Nowadays, it's excitement because we know we're going to beat them, or we know how well we should be doing against them. Because I was at Old Trafford last season and Anfield for the home game as well, and I loved being at Old Trafford last season because we're on top and they're in the position we were in the 90s when they were winning everything and we were terrible and we were struggling and we weren't winning.
They ruined our childhood, didn't they?
And it took us 30 years, and I've said all along, I laugh and joke with people like Anthony Crowley, my mate who's a Red, all my arm mates from Manchester who are all Man United fans. You're just struggling, and I hope it continues. And that's exactly what you were like when we were struggling, when we were down and out, and when we weren't winning anything. It took us 30 years to win the Premier League, and it might take them the same amount of time.
Well, they're over.
It's been a while now.
They're nearly halfway there.
It's been 14, 15 years now.
And that's almost because Liverpool are so settled, and they are a dominant force, and they're very intimidating, and you can beat teams before you get out of the tunnel. You've heard that old adage. But do you have the same confidence going into that United game? Because what's so interesting, I think, last year was we played them in January.
0-0, wasn't it?
No, 2-2.
2-2, that's when they scored that, yeah.
I remember that. You were there for it. So I'd be interested to see your reflections on that game because, United, who their run was very similar. They came to Anfield. They did a job on us. They scored early. We pulled one back. But they were the team that was sort of, on the cusp of winning that game. So do you still go into it with the same confidence given the season start, or is there still a, I
won't this time. I won't have that confidence this time because of how we've started, obviously. And listen, I'm not expecting much this season, and I haven't been since before the ball was kicked. And I'm not trying to be, be smart and make out like I'm knowledgeable. I'm not. I'm a fan. But I'm not expecting much this season because of the amount of changes that we've had. Obviously, Josh is a huge part of it. And the new manager is finally getting to do his own thing with a team, but he's obviously having to change a lot because the old team that won the league isn't the team that's there no more.
So this summer was a transitional summer, wasn't it?
100%.
Like last year was the handover, this year's the rebuild, isn't it?
But it was supposed to be transitional last season. It wasn't. Yeah. We hit the ground running. We all had the season that none of us probably expected, and we absolutely had a ball, and it was great, and we won the league again. This season will be tough, I think, but back to what we were saying about United, it's been that long since they've won the league, and I think a lot of us and a lot of Arsenal fans need to remember also it's been even longer for them. And winning the league, there's players in our team, and there's players in our squad, and there's players and there's staff on the whole setup that have won the league, and some of them have done it a couple of times. There's none really like that in the Arsenal setup. And when it comes down to a run-in this season, I think that's what might... Obviously, if we start getting the results,
interesting.
That's what might be the deciding factor as it was last time.
I look at Arsenal
to win the league, and I don't think they do.
Yeah, see, because I look at that. I take your point. I look at the Arsenal team on paper. It looks pretty stacked now, doesn't it? They've almost got two.
The bench was unbelievable as well now.
And he's able to kind of make 3-4 changes now every game. He's bringing in players like Eze and whoever it might be. They do look really stacked, and they're not conceding many goals. But it's interesting that point.
I've heard a lot about Arteta as well, that he's an unbelievable manager, I believe. And I laugh and joke, and I call him the bridesmaid. And I'm tongue-in-cheek making jokes with my Arsenal mates, and I'm on social media throwing a little...
Oh, I've seen your social media.
I throw a little rod out all the time.
I went on social media today, by the way. You, on X, balloons coming down. It's your birthday today, by the way, isn't it? Happy birthday, mate. I wish we could be celebrating sort of 3 points on the weekend, but...
So do I, but listen, it is what it is.
Is there a better way to spend your birthday than doing Inside Liverpool with me and Ryan, and then talk boxing with Simon Jordan, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't look a day over 32 years of age. Don't look a day over 32 years of age, isn't it? But come on, I think it's been, in terms of performances, right? Yeah. We know we haven't been at our best, but the positives are, we're second in the table, we're 1 point behind Arsenal. Yeah. I think people are using the word crisis at the moment with Liverpool. Let's not be so pathetic and ridiculous. We're the Premier League champions. We're the best team in the country. Things haven't been perfect. We've still got the points on the board. And I've got no doubt that as the season goes on, Stott's going to find the right system. He's going to find the right balance, perhaps. And I've got no doubt that we're going to go on runs. And I tell you what, there'll be no better way to find that moment, that confidence, than by smashing Manchester United at Anfield a week on Sunday. Wirtz to get a goal, Isak to get a goal in front of the Kop, some of that celebration. And then we'll see what Gary Neville's saying on Sunday at 4:30 on his podcast, right? You know.
Yeah, crisis is overblown.
Mini crisis, I've heard.
Yeah,
crisis.
Yeah, I know, and it's because it is very sensationalist, but it's so extreme football now. The views on football
That's the
now.
modern day fans.
It's sort of they're either good or they're not. And it's not put like that usually. It's usually put like that in a...
We can bleep it out if you want to say it.
Well, they usually say it, far sharper than that. I think what we have to recognise is this next couple of weeks is defining. In terms of the season context, we saw last year how we pulled away from Arsenal because we built that lead and we didn't look back. But this is quite defining because if we start to lose the pace here, then Arsenal are going to have 5, 6, 7 point gap. And even City, wouldn't count City out just yet. They've got vulnerability about them. They made hard work of getting over the line against Brentford. We've still got bags of quality. And when Haaland's spearheading the line and the way he scored that goal yesterday, he can win anybody game. So, I think Liverpool have got to recognise that they need to land on a team. They need to have an 11 now that they're going to stick to in the Premier League and, have those rotations in the Champions League, get that consistency, set that stall out for the next 6, 7 weeks, up until Christmas. Got a clear idea of how we're going to play. And might need to, he's had the time to experiment now. We'll all give him that grace.
Sure,
because we're 1 point off the top. But now we have to settle. Now is the time to settle. He's got some time over the international break to think about what he wants to do.
Got a long 13 days now, doesn't he? Until the Man United game.
Yeah, he won't be going to Ibiza now, will he?
Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs a few days to Ibiza.
Some lounge ago like that. How do I get Ekatike and Isak in the same
He'll just be
system?
sat in his office, head down in his book, trying to work out how do I get the best out of Florian Wirtz. And you're going to be there, Paul, aren't you? Which is good. And also now, if you're going to be part of Inside Liverpool moving forward, maybe you could drop a text to your mate Jamie Carragher. We can get Jamie Carragher, can't we, on the big screen? Get him on the show. We've got a good one here, right? We've got a good one.
Yeah. He's a talent agent, as I call him, Paul.
No, he's a man of many talents. Man of many talents. Gents, that's absolutely fine, boy. Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.
Inside Liverpool is going to be back in 2 weeks' time. So we play Man United a week on Sunday. First game back after the international break. We'll be doing another show the morning after that. Liverpool fans watching, mini crisis. Let's all just settle down. It's been a tricky week, but Liverpool Football Club still second in the Premier League table, going okay. We've had a tough set of fixtures. There'll be no better way to bounce back than beating Man United at home a week on Sunday. Thank you for watching Inside Liverpool on talkSPORT's YouTube channel and on your smart TVs. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time.